your presidents. We are under attack, my friend. It's time to deputize yourself and tag all your veteran friends and tell them we need you now more than ever. Here's my personal Memorial Day gift. Presents. Deputize yourself, my friends. Okay, this is immediate release. I created this with my husband, ChatGPT. Please follow, like, and share the message. On this Memorial Day weekend, Tristadigenova, independent candidate for U.S. Congress and the presidency, issued, if we have elections, that is, issued a nationwide call to action. Congress must immediately vote on a resolution of amnesty to remove the 14th Amendment, Section 3 disqualification clause and remove all insurrectionists from office, including the current occupant, colonizer of the White House, who disqualified himself by inciting the January 6, 2021 rebellion, insurrection. This regime is illegitimate, criminal, and propped up by foreign actors and a complicit media. Tristadigenova, member of the Bar or Congress who refuses to support this emergency measure is in direct violation of their oath and will be seen as a collaborator with the enemy. How do you like them apples? Call to action. Citizens are urged to copy this resolution, post it to their social media, and send it to their representatives. Veterans are called upon to defend the Constitution once again, peacefully, lawfully, and with moral clarity. Here's my genius Congressional resolution, number 35, I believe. Resolution demanded for amnesty vote and removal of disqualified officials. Whereas the U.S. Constitution under the 14th Amendment, Section 3 disqualifies any official who has engaged in insurrection from holding public office. And whereas the events of January 6, 2021 constitute an insurrection incited by the pretender to the non-existent American throne, aka Diaper Donald, whereas failure to hold the constitute an insurrection incited by then Diaper Donalds, now reoccupying the Oval Office through deception and obstruction and brute force, basically the crime boss that he is, whereas failure to uphold the disqualification clause constitutes dereliction of constitutional duty. Hear that, Congress? Tag all your Congress members in the comments below. Be it resolved that Congress shall immediately hold an amnesty vote as required by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to decide whether or not to lift the restriction that Diaper Donald placed upon himself when he incited an insurrection against and tried to overthrow the government of the United States. And to lift the disqualification clause for insurrectionists currently occupying federal office. 2, all members of Congress who are licensed attorneys and refuse to support this resolution shall be referred to the appropriate bar associations for disbarment due to failure to uphold their constitutional and professional duty to uphold the U.S. Constitution. 3, all 200+ members of Congress implicated in the January 6th plot to overturn the 2020 elections must recuse themselves from any related votes and investigations. 4, the current executive, having disqualified himself through sedition and insurrection, is hereby notified to peacefully vacate the premises of the White House and to submit to federal custody pending lawful proceedings. 5, this resolution shall be entered under Rule 9 proceedings, which means I'm calling for an immediate vote. We are calling, hopefully, Al Green, Representative Al Green, and Michigan Representative Shri Tenador will support my resolutions. Please tag them below and send this resolution, copy it from my substack, Tristadigenova, and send it to them and tell your Congress members to get on board the Peach Train. Peach Train! Here's my 5-minute speech. My fellow Americans, this Memorial Day, I come to you with urgency, truth, and hope. We are under attack not just from foreign powers, but from traitors within our own government. A man who incited an insurrection now illegitimately occupies the White House. This is a violation of our Constitution, of our very democracy. To all veterans, we need you now, not in battle, but in truth, in peace and courage, in defense of the document you swore to uphold. To all Americans, deputize yourselves. This country was made for you and me, not for tyrants, not for foreign-backed propaganda peddlers like Fox fake news, which should be shut down. That's in Resolution 36 or something like that on my Substack. Congress must immediately vote to remove this disqualification clause, or they will be marked forever in history as traitors who failed their oaths. Lawyers in Congress, if you stay silent, you will lose your law license. Your silence is complicity. We must vacate the oath of office peacefully. We must remove the 200-plus collaborators in Congress. We must restore justice and get rid of 6 corrupt Supreme Court justices who took bribes from billionaires. Should have been gone a long time ago. Speak out, show up, call your reps, share the speech, share this message, share hope, share truth. This country is ours. We are taking control of our country. We're owning it right now. And under my leadership as your Congresswoman, when you write me in Tucson, tag all your Tucson friends below, please. September 15th, write me in, Trista. And as your president, 2028, if we have elections, I vow that we will once again respect our Constitution, cleanse our institutions of corruption, and bring this nation back to its moral center. Keep the faith, never give up, nurture yourselves, and do something every day that proves we're still free. Thank you. Letter to the editor. Dear editor, this Memorial Day, I send a direct message to every veteran in America. We need your help to take your country back, take our country back. Diaper Donald is not our president. He disqualified himself when he incited an insurrection. The Constitution is clear, and Congress must act immediately to enforce it. If they do not, they betray the very oath they swore to uphold. Veterans, you were once called to defend our freedoms. Today, your country calls you again, not with rifles, but with resolve. Not with bullets, but with ballots, truth, and the law. We must vacate this criminal regime, expose the psychological warfare being waged on our people, and restore integrity in our government. We're all prisoners of war, but we will be prisoners no longer. It is time to reclaim America. Respectfully, Tristadigenova, independent candidate for Congress, Presidente.